You've definitely heard about a thing called comfort zone. Today we will be talking about a way to use it for your best possible outcome, so you are able to benefit the most of the thing called comfort zone. Also, I will try to explain how I see what the comfort zone really is and how it works. So yeah, not to waste time. What could be a comfort zone? You've definitely heard about this thing in the internet or somewhere. Yeah, leave your comfort zone, stay in your comfort zone. Be sure that you have your comfort zone. I don't know. It's a lot. Like in any topic in the internet, there's a lot of things, But let's imagine that you are in a very, very big room, like a magazine or something, endless space around you, and there is a circle on the ground that you are in. That circle is your comfort zone. It works in a way that the closer you are to the very middle point, the more comfort you feel. So the closer you are to the edge of the circle, the less comfort you feel. And the border is the moment when you still feel comfortable, but getting in a slightly more difficult situation will get you uncomfortable. That's what a comfort zone is. That's what I see it. And today I want to show you 3-step process about how to use the thing of comfort zone in a way that you're able to push yourself towards more and more success in a masculine way. So, getting to step 1, know your comfort zone. In this step, you have to realize what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. You have to know what are your anxieties, because they will be out of your comfort zone. You have to make a border between where you are comfortable and where you are not. And we can be talking about any niche of life. So let's say social interactions. Think about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are you afraid of, and separate those things and find the point where you are able to proceed with a little comfort, where if you put more pressure on something, you wouldn't feel comfortable anymore. You have to know where the border is before we proceed. So you may pause the video right now. You may do the thing I'm talking about after the video. It's your choice. Also, you have to choose that niche where you want to improve by using this method of leaving your comfort zone. So the step 1 is know where your comfort zone is and what are those borders. So imagine that circle on the ground of an endlessly big room and connect what the border means for you in any aspect of life that you are improving right now. Step 2. Get to the edge of your comfort zone. As I've said, the most comfort you will feel in the very middle. And as you know, comfort is not your friend. Comfort is really your enemy, because when you are comfortable enough, you feel no drive towards doing anything productive with your life. Because when you already are comfortable, why would you? But in these days, a lot of comfort that we face is just an illusion. You may feel achieved that you don't have to work towards any success because you feel that you've already achieved much, because of video games bombarding you with thoughts about achieving certain success. I don't know, a rank, a win, one game, anything. and it may make you feel that you already achieved important things, but it's an illusion. You may think that you are in a comfort point of your sexual life because you are able to make yourself feel it anytime you want, but you don't have a woman to get. I'm looking for a word, sorry, as I've said, not my native language. You don't have anyone who you could spend this time with. You spend this time watching porn. And it's also an illusion. You are not successful enough in that niche, yet the modern things make you think this way. And it applies for more and more things. You have to realize where the comfort is real and where the comfort is a mirage. And when it's a mirage, it's a sign that you have to move towards success. And to move towards success, you have to move towards the border of your comfort zone. You have to do those things that are still slightly comfortable, but are harder. They are pretty hard. You're not really enjoying them. They're not hurting you in any way. You still can do them pretty comfortably, but there are easier things. Yet you have to do those things that are harder. You have to get to this border and feel comfortable there. It's still a comfort zone, but you have to acknowledge those things and do those things that are needed. So the second point is like choosing the hardest thing in a certain niche you are still comfortable with doing and going and doing this thing. So I don't know, in those social interactions niche, let's say you are comfortable with 1v1 chatting face-to-face with one person about non-important topics like the weather, some sports or anything. So go and do that when it's the hardest thing that you are still comfortable with. After you do this for a short time, we go to step 3. Getting past the border, getting past the edge of your comfort zone. It's the most important step because the thing you are about to do won't be comfortable anymore. So it's the hardest step out of those 3. Yet it will benefit you the most. Because those things will be hard. That thing will be hard. So I don't know, in this social interactions niche, it could be getting a conversation on an important topic. So I don't know, maybe your fate with someone, like talking face to face. That's a topic that is like more deeper, more meaningful. And it might be the point where you are not comfortable anymore. But after you go and do this thing, your comfort zone will expand. So after you do this second, third time, you will feel a little bit more comfortable. You will not be like, yeah, I've done it one time, I'm a boss, I can do it anytime. Maybe you will, I don't know. But probably you will have to struggle, but the struggle will be less harder. Sorry, as I've said, not my native language. And also I'm a little bit of sick, but who asks? Sorry. Step 3 is to go past your border. You have to do a thing that is slightly uncomfortable in a certain niche, and that thing that will benefit you. You have to make that small one step over your mental border. There's also one important thing you have to do after you do those 3 things, those 3 steps, and this is to repeat. Because you can do this one time and hope for you to benefit and achieve success after one try. You have to repeat this second time, third time, fifth time, 10th time, 12th time, and 100th time. You have to repeat it more and more and more. And every time your border will expand. So after your border expands, you have to spend some time again about thinking where the border really is and what you are now comfortable with doing. Then go and feel that border, so do those things that are still comfortable but on the edge. Then you will be sure where the border is, and then step ahead, step over this border, and move the border further and further and further up until success will get into borders of your comfort zone. Because it is possible, but you have to put effort. If you found or will find things that I told you today like meaningful and beneficial, you may subscribe to the channel, because the videos of similar quality and also better quality will appear on the channel. Also, my previous videos are, I believe that they are good enough for me to tell you that you can watch them and benefit from them right now, because there are many topics out there which I already recorded about, and when you struggle with your life, knowledge is like number one thing that can get you out of there. So knowing this 3-step process, pick a niche and go make a way to a better future.